Peep peep llamas and alpacas, this is Livvy and welcome to another Cuphead Top 10 video. This, I promise you, will be the most unique Top 10 list on the channel, or of all Cuphead related Top 10s. We're not going to be looking into characters, music, or future ideas. We're going to be looking into the personalities of one of the stars of the game, Cuphead and his mischievous deeds. Thinking inside out the box here, the list is based off of solid, confirmed facts about Cuppy, and by popular headcanons made by fans and theorists. Since we don't know fully about Cuphead's demeanor until the upcoming releases of the DLC, the Cuphead show on Netflix, and the upcoming novels, yes, there's more, and the rumored movie. We'll talk about that in a future video if more details are mentioned. Right now that's just a rumor, but that would be awesome. Now, it wouldn't be fair to share such a fun list by myself, so someone else is with me.
Hello everybody, my name is VOAdam.
And I do the voice of Cuphead on my channel, so Livvy wanted me to help.
We're going to go over the top 10 reasons why Cuphead is such a little stinker. Of course Livvy would make this list. She would know. And I'm going to start off with number 10, that he drinks. No, this is not headcanon or a theory. As you can see in one of the earlier trailers for the game, you can see Cuphead pouring what seems to be moonshine, then turns out to be potions in the game. Despite his age, it was quite common for young boys in the 1930s to sneak doing things with alcohol, smoking, gambling, and even get in on prostitution. Young boys got away with so much back in the day, and Cuphead is no exception. Even though his age is not 100% confirmed, we all know that he has a lot of living to do. So, bottoms up, Cuppy.
Number 9 is based off of one of the most popular Cuphead headcanons that turned canon, is that Cuphead could be quite a glutton. Being a young grown boy, his stomach could be a bottomless pit. As you saw in the Mac trailer, Cuphead hides his apple in embarrassment as MUGMAN still eats his. Sure, it could mean that he feels bad for young Mac, but come on, we know Cuphead. Also as mentioned in Carnival Chaos, Cuphead has a unique sense when he's hungry. He would stop pretty much everything and get food when he sees and smells it. And for breakfast, he had a bowl of cereal and pancakes? Talk about starting your morning big.
Continuing his young debaucheries at number 8, we have his gambling addiction. Like I've mentioned on number 10, young 1930s boys would get away with anything. Note, at the time, there was no such thing as carding. As the story of Cuphead goes, he and his brother find a casino out of nowhere and play some games. We all know where that ended, but if he didn't have a gambling addiction, there would be no exciting story for our beloved Cup. Just don't make any more bets with him, even if it's with toilet paper.
Number 7 is that he is unaware of the risks of danger. Like Adam had mentioned about his gambling addiction and underage drinking, and something else we'll mention later on this list. We don't need no theorist to tell us that he has no fear in danger. Some call it bravery, others call it carelessness. With Cuphead, it's a little bit of both. Fighting for his and his brother's life after a mistake he carelessly made. Same goes for Carnival Chaos. He had a devil and angel conscience. He would do everything else except ride a roller coaster. Damn it, I love those. Hard to believe that for Cuppy.
Number 6. He is not the brightest little Cup. We're not saying that he is brainless or just downright stupid. Let's just say he never thinks before taking major action. Like Livvy had mentioned about his lack of fear to danger. However, most of his major stupidity is actually still a fan headcanon. In Carnival Chaos, he at least thinks a little bit before taking measures. Maybe he learned that from his first big mistake. However, this gives comic artists and fanfic writing the opportunity to have fun with this fact. A lot of this list does, let's be honest.
For number 5, this one is absolutely not scripted because I actually forgot it when I was writing the script. How I did that, I have no clue. But at number 5, we have that he could be such a child. Like we've mentioned throughout this whole list of what he's done and his carelessness and his gluttony. Oh, jeez. I cannot believe I forgot to mention this one in the script, so I'm saying it on the top of my head as I fuck. But one good example is that he is like the Dennis the Menace type character, if you know, like, classic older cartoons and comics and that live action movie in the 90s. He kind of gives me that feel, especially in Carnival Chaos, when Hildebert called him a menace by throwing a baseball in her cloud garden. Yeah, he likes to be playful. There's no crime in that. There's absolutely no crime in that. And there's no crime of being a little childish, but being like absolutely immature and getting you into trouble, that's a different thing. But we're not saying it's bad. Four, Cuphead shows little to no shame. Yes, at first Cuphead seemed scared for his life of what he had done, but on the other hand, why is he smiling afterwards? Sure, maybe he's trying to stay positive, but on the other hand, maybe he thought what he did was worth the risk. In the beginning of Carnival Chaos, instead of making Elder Kettle think that he forgot his birthday, he could have just wished him a happy birthday and maybe said that he didn't have enough money to buy him a present and just make his big birthday gift a surprise. He could have found a less harsh way to keep his surprise a secret. Keep a secret a secret? Well, duh!
Cuppy, when will you learn? At number 3, we have that he blames his brother Mugman for his filthy deeds. Mugman is the more innocent of the two, and probably the smartest. Of course Cuphead would play the blame game. This is mostly headcanon, but let's be real here. Surprisingly, Cuphead blames Mugman for his gambling mistake. But he did get Mugman into trouble too, even though Mugman didn't touch a single card, die, or chip. In Carnival Chaos, he even got Mugman and Miss Chalice into detention with him. He was just standing there, watching his brother roll the dice. Could you imagine them with everyday mishaps? Cuphead blaming Mugman for breaking a window, tracking mud into the house, stealing from the cookie jar, and saying, "It was Mugs," when he farts. How often would Mugman have gotten into trouble for something Cuphead did?
Unsurprisingly, number 2 is that Cuphead is a troublemaker. Sums up this whole list before number 1. Getting himself and others into trouble, or just being fun and mischievous. When there's trouble of any kind, he'll try to walk away, but he just can't help himself, whether it's for good or mischief. On the bright side, he'll always try to find a way to make wrongs righted. After all, the trouble in Carnival Chaos, he was still able to get Elder Kettle his birthday surprise. It's a pure miracle what he had turned around, what Adam's going to mention for number 1.
And we cannot finish this list without mentioning that Cuphead had bet Mugman and his own soul to the devil for money. Another thing that this list has pointed out is that Cuphead is almost guilty of all the 7 deadly sins. Pride, being proud of what he has accomplished, good and bad. Sloth, laid back, almost to the point of being lazy. Envy, Mugman is most likely the well-behaved brother. Wrath, fighting off debtors and the devil himself to take back what he had done. Gluttony, he gets hungry very easily. Lust, well, maybe not that one, but the one that we're going to be mentioning now is greed. The devil offered Cuphead all the money in the casino if he wins one more roll in craps. But if he loses, his and Mugman's souls belong to the devil. Instead of taking a little time to think about what he's getting himself and his brother into, he just wanted the money. Sums up the kind of character Cuphead is. Also, that's what makes him so awesome. He did everything to reverse his mistake, taught himself a lesson, I guess, and the story we all know and love.
So tell us in the comments section below why you think so. Why do you think Cuphead is this little mischievous little cup that he is? And do you agree with what we have said? And also, thank you for the Alpaca Band Wagon for these suggestions. I posted it on Twitter and the results were amazing. there are so many answers and replies that I actually had to cut out some or merge some together because they sounded too similar. And also, thank you, Adam, for doing this with me.
It was a pleasure to make this list with you, Livvy. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. I will catch you guys next time. Love you, you little stinkers.
Yeah. If you want to see more collabs of me and Adam, there are some comics that I've written that he has dubbed on his channel, and on my channel, he was the voice of Cuphead in Creepy Cup, and see us meet in person for the first time in the Harrisburg Comic and Popcon vlog. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe to both of us. Well, for me, for Cuphead-related content and randomness, and for Adam, for VOs and randomness also. See ya!